Hello and welcome back to another video of mine. Today I'm finally filming my updated photo card collection video. I totally forgot when the last time was I filmed one, but I finally came around to doing it again. And we're starting right away because I don't want this video to be too long. I have 4 binders. I actually have 6. 4 big ones and 2 small ones, which I will all show today. Shouldn't I actually have more? I think I have 5 binders, 5 big ones, 2 small ones, but yeah. I'm starting off with my old binder because that's the way I always do it. In this old binder are Astro, 80s and 1S. And these are my fan sign slots. Alright, so from last time I added 2 more members to my collection for Astro. So I used to collect only MJ. I also added Jinjin for the earlier releases, and then from All Light onwards I'm also collecting Rocky. So we have my very first album, that's Spring Up, then Summer Vibes. I'm only collecting Rocky from All Lights onwards if you're wondering. Then we have Autumn Story, we have Winter Dream. I did exchange all of my covers with these hollow sleeves because I like it a lot more, to be honest. And then we have Dream Part 1 and 2. And this is Dream Part 2. I do have the group Polaroids for those as well. I actually think that's the only group cards they ever did. So yeah, all of my collections are done until this point. Then I did keep my full set for the limited Dream Part 2 version because I really like the cards. And since I already had the full set from my OT6 collection, I just thought I'd keep it. Same thing for my Kino album cards. I do have the OT6 set for that. And then we have Rise Up, which is a pain to collect. I'm just telling you that right now. But I do have my 2 members collected. I'm collecting. Complete, sorry, not collect. Yeah, then we have All Light. So my green version is completely done, I'm pretty sure. Yep. For the white version, I'm missing 1 Rocky card, and I did message someone on Instagram, so I hope I get that soon. So then this will be done. This Blue Flame set is done for the book version, I think it's called. For the blue version, I forgot the name of it. I did not buy the Rocky bookmark yet, so I still need to do that to complete this. And then the only photo card I'm missing for one and only is this one Jinjin. I'm not collecting Rocky for this album. I've decided for limiteds, I'm only going to be collecting MJ and Jinjin. I did get his little booklet thing though. And the last album they released was Gateway, and I did complete that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did complete that. Awesome. And these are all of my Rocky cards from earlier albums. I'm still not really sure if I want to collect all of his earlier album cards. I don't know. I do have a few more on the way, so I'll see what I can do with it. But yeah, that's basically all of his older cards that I have. And that's also it for my Astro collection. Next is 80s. I am still collecting the same 3 members as last time. And actually not a lot has changed since last time for at least album photo cards. So I still have my group cards first. I did rearrange this, so I did decide to put these in opposite corners and share a page. So with EP1 and 2 completed, we have EP3 done. Astro, 80s is the only group I have Black Phyllis for. And then we have the 4th mini album. We have the 1st anniversary and the 5th one. And then we come to Fever, and the cards I'm still missing for Songhwa are all in the Neoki warehouse. So they should be shipping out soon. And apart from that, I am done with my collection for them. And this is the start of my Fever Part 2 albums. I joined lots of group orders for what do you call them? Fan signs and pre-orders in general. And I have a ton of album cards coming with it. So I didn't buy any yet. I do have a few limited ones already from earlier goes. And I've decided instead of Mingi, I'm going to be collecting Liu-sung for this 3rd member because Mingi isn't in this comeback. So yeah, we have the A version, the Z version. Those are both limited duns. And then for the Z version, the diary version, I only have Songhwa as of now. But I have a ton of cards coming, so we'll see. And that's it for album cards, MMTs, or pre-order in general. I'm only collecting Hongju. And I didn't really do much with it as of now. I guess this page is now new compared to last time. And this is what I have for now for Fever Part 2. And as I said, I joined a ton of group orders, and yeah, I have a ton coming in the mail. So that's, as of now, I have MMT, K-Ton, I think, and this is White Global. And that's actually it. Then next we have Korean non-album stuff, again only collecting Hongjung for it. This is a broadcast card, his Treasure Coffee card. This is his ID from the Season's Greeting 2020. Then I have the perfume PC. This is the name tag photo card. This is his DVD photo card. These two are from their 2nd anniversary, I think. This ID is from the Season's Greetings from 2020, I think, as well, actually. Does it say in here? No, it doesn't. And my absolute favorite photo card of him, this Season's Greeting photo card. Oh yeah, it's the Season's Greeting 2021, actually. So these are from the same thing. They had this ID and this photo card, and I'm super happy to have this. I think this is my favorite non-album Hongjung card. And then I have lots of space to grow this collection. These are all of my fansign cards from the Fever Part 1 era. For Fever Part 2, I did put 2 sleeves in already because they have a ton of fan signs, but none of them arrived yet, so they're empty for now. And these are cards from other members I own that I couldn't bring myself to sell yet, but I probably will do it at one point or another. So the cards I have is the Treasure Coffee card for Mingi. Then this and this are both Japanese album photo cards from the 4th mini album. Then I have this fansign Yosang, which I got in a group order. And this Yosang Season's Greeting card, which I actually pulled. So yeah, I actually think that is it. And yeah, for bigger inclusions, I don't really collect them because they make my binder so bulky and I'm not the biggest fan of them. I do have a few though. I have the one of the ones from the concert. I have the name tag thing. I have his KCON photo. And this is the photo from the 2nd anniversary. And this is the group photo from the Season's Greeting. And then even bigger things, we have this from their concert. This is from their concert DVD. I do have my top 2 in here, so Hongjung and Songhwa. And this is from the Season's Greetings, which is Hongjung and Songhwa as well. This is my OT8 section, so everything OT8 I get, I keep. So I'm not just keeping Hongjung, I'm keeping all of them. I did buy their first Season's Greeting, their first fan kit, so I do have all of those, including the postcards. I didn't join their second one, to be honest. And the only other OT8 set I own as of now is the light stick cards, because I do own the light stick case and the light stick. Yeah, and last thing we have is Japanese cards. I have all of the Japanese cards apart from the latest release, and I did buy all photo card sized cards for that. So I have the normal one as well as the 2 limited cards on the way to me, actually, I think. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get these in the mail. And because of that, I do have an empty sleeve here to put it in. And these are non-album Japanese things. I don't really collect these, to be honest. I mostly concentrate on the on the Korean releases, but I do have this KCON Japan Polaroid and this Treasure Coffee sticker, I guess it's called. But yeah, not a lot. Then they also released these event things. To be honest, I used to collect them. I'm not the biggest fan of them, so I kind of stopped. But I do have most of them. I have the one from EP 3 and 4. And then I have the one from Shift the Map and this from the Treasure Cafe, I think it's called. So yeah, that's that. And with that, we're done with 80s. I really need to move one of the groups out because I think I'm actually going to do 80s because I feel like they grow the most in the future and it's already quite thick. But that's for another video or something. And last group I have in here is ONEUS. I'm collecting Connie and Xion, and kind of Soho at this point, to be honest, but you'll see what I mean. So first I have one more fansign slot. This is actually the first ever fansign slot I bought. It's Xion from Razors. And then we have my ONEUS cards. So in the beginning we have Light Us, which is done. We have Razors, which is done. And I did collect all postcards for my top 2. And then I collected one each for the other members, so we do have one of each. Then we have Fly With Us, I think it's called. Yeah, and the MMT pre-orders to fill up the page. Then we have, oh god, I forgot the name. In Its Time. In Its Time is also done, including MMTs, because I did collect these to fill up my page. And I did collect 4 of the hand things. I have Connie, Xion, Raven, and Hanung, I'm pretty sure. And I do also own the posters of Connie and Xion. Lived. I did complete this as well, including MMTs to fill up the page. And I did collect these character cards. I again have my top 2, and I have Soho and Hanung. And then we come to Devil, which I just lately completed, like a few weeks ago. That is actually done, and it looks amazing. I really like the cards. And I also have the second page where I'm like collecting other things. For one, the Make Star like hollows, the black stripes from the album, as well as the like green cards from the album. Still need these 3. I didn't look for them yet, to be honest. And then I did collect all of these. So yeah, this is like the first version, the like black one, including Hanung's postcard. Then we have the green one. Is that true? I kept it in the order of these. Okay, so this is green, and that is yellow, and that is Xion's postcard. So yeah, that's album things. And I already prepared a page for their binary code. I actually have all cards on the way, so technically I'm done with their collection. And we have some Korean on-album. I don't collect them, but I did collect a few at the beginning. So first off, I have these, which are super hard to find now. They're like pre-debut cards. I'm super glad I have them. I have one set of Xion and 2 sets of Connie. And I'm actually really happy I own them. And the only other thing I own for Korean cards is these fan club. Yeah, I think they're first fan club. Like the member cards. Oh, and I actually do have a broadcast card. I forgot about that. This is one of Connie's broadcast cards from Raise Us. And that's actually it. Last thing I have is Japanese cards. I've not been really up to date with these, and I actually only collect Connie for them. I do have Twilight done, and I do also have 808 done. I know for like Devil, they had 2 Japanese cards. I may just get them. They're pretty cheap on Mercari. Just didn't come around to buying them yet. And that's actually it. I'm going to grab my SM group binder now. Alright, this is my SM group binder. It includes, as the name probably says, all my groups from SM. 99% NCT actually. So yeah, let's start. I have a ton of NCT stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we're starting with 1 to 7. I kind of tried to keep it in like debut order. I think I actually succeeded in that. I hope I did. But yeah, we're starting with NCT 1 to 7. And I'm collecting my top 3, which are Taeyong, Doyoung, and Haechan. And then yeah, I actually have Fire Truck and Cherry Bomb done. For Fire Truck, I collected Yuta instead because Doyoung wasn't in that comeback at that point. He was added before Cherry Bomb released. Then we have Regular, and Regulate. The only card I'm missing is this Haechan, and I actually have it on the way. I finally bought it. So this page will be done soon. And I have Superhuman, which has been done for a while. We have Neozone, which is finally done. I've been missing these Taeyong cards for like ages, but I finally finished it, so I'm super happy about that. The Soap cards are in the Neo Pure warehouse, if I remember correctly, so this is also technically done. And then we have the final round, which was a pain to collect for Taeyong, I'm not gonna lie. But I finally found a set of his cards on Mercari, so I bought it. So this is also technically done, and with that I actually completed NCT 1 to 7, which is so weird to think about. I do have a few postcards. As I mentioned, I'm not the biggest fan of big inclusions, so I actually collected only the postcards if there's no photo card, or Limitless, which I do have, and for Let's Shop and Dance. So that's the only 2 I have. And I did buy the physical albums for the final round, so I just kept my polls, which are Tail and Jaehyun. Yeah, and then I do have the Regulate thanks too, because I do own actually the Regulate album. And we go over onto Kinos. The only Kinos I collect for Taeyong are NCT 1 to 7 Kinos, and I'm actually up to date with those. I have Superhuman, Neozone, as well as the final round. So yeah, we're done as of now for Kinos. And then we go over to Japanese photo cards, and I'm only collecting 1 per release. So we have Chain, Awaken, and this is the card I pulled for, what was the name? Loveholic, right? That's the card I pulled for Loveholic. And with my Loveholic album, I actually also got this like group transparent poster, I guess. And I'm keeping that in here as well because I like it. Yeah, then we can finally move on to NCT Dream. I'm collecting my top 3 again, which are Ranjun, Haechan, and Jaemin. And I'm actually really happy about that. done with my NCT Dream collection. I'm waiting for the repackage, then I'm gonna be missing a few cards again, but I'm actually also done with Hot Sauce, so I'm very excited about that. But first, let me go through the cards I have. So we have the first and the Young cards, and for these comebacks I collected Jeno instead of Jaemin because he was not in the group at that point. Well, he was, but he was on hiatus because of health reasons. Then I finally completed We Grow Up, which was such a pain for the crew cards, but I finally completed it. And for Reboom, I claimed this Jaemin in a group order, so this one is coming. So once that comes, this is also done. And Reload has been done for a while, so we're also done with those. And I didn't set up for Hot Sauce yet because I'm waiting for all cards to get here and then do a video about it. That's the plan. Next thing we have is Wavy as my group, and I am only collecting one member because their cards are quite expensive for earlier releases. So yeah, I do have actually all of his cards and I'm super excited about it. I actually even have Takeoffs, which is super nice. Then I have Take Over the Moon and the sequel of it. And as of now, I only have 2 cards here, but I have the other 6 on the way to me. So just waiting for it to get here. Then we have other units, which is, kind of a funny development. I used to say I only collect my top 3, but that kind of went out of the window, and you'll see in a second why. So for Empathy, I collected 9 cards to fill up a page, which is so dumb. So I don't really know why I did that. And for Reality, I also have a full page. And then we have NCT 2020, and I finally bought this. So once the 2 yearbook cards arrive, I'm done with that collection. I did only collect my top 3 for that because the cards are super difficult to find. I don't know why, but yeah, only collected my top 3. And then for, oh yeah, right, I do have a page for other members I pulled or bought at some point. So I have some Johnny, Mark, Chaojun, and Ten, and actually Chandler. So yeah, I do have a few cards. I probably should sell these, but I don't know. For now, I have them here. These are also the member postcards I pulled in my versions. I have, I think it's Handeri and Yang. I'm actually not sure though. And then we have my top 6 photo cards for Resonance Part 2. For the other things like the access cards and the IDs, I only collected my top 3 to fill up a 9 pocket. And yeah, this is Arrival and I'm done and I'm super happy with my collection. And for Departure, the only card I'm waiting for is this Hechan. So once that arrives, I'm totally done with 2020 as well. So that's super exciting. And then I have again a few members that I pulled or purchased at one point. But that's actually it for that. Next we have my Taeyong non-album section. And there's way too many cards. I do have these, what do you call that? Dividers. So you kind of know where they're from. But if you are interested in a specific card, just link the timestamp and tell me which card you're wanting to ask about and I'll tell you what it is from. It's just there's way too much going on, so yeah, we have DVD photo cards. This one is still stuck in Korea, but I do have at least the Japan version. Then we have Season's Greetings, Summer Kids, Fan Club Kids, Back to School Kids, everything that is a kid thing. And yeah, we have these. I have a ton of these, to be honest, and most of them I actually pre-order. So that's these, and then again, I'm not really collecting bigger inclusions, so I don't have a lot of those. Then we have merch for different eras, and I usually group a few eras together if I was able to. I think the only era I actually was not able to do anything was Superhuman, because they started going crazy there. Actually, I did. I don't know why I thought I didn't, but I guess I did. And then this page is kind of a mess. I still need to reorganize, but yeah, that's it for now. Oh, that is ugly. And then we have tons of standees and other bigger inclusions. Postcards, I have a ton going on here. Then we have concert and fan meet goodies, and there's a few here as well. And some of the bigger inclusions. And then collaborations. That's it for non-album stuff. And then we have my Super M collection, which is done, thankfully. and I don't know if they'll have a comeback anytime soon because Baekhyun is in the military. Yeah, first off we have the cards from the first one, and I did put the group cards from the second one here because I hated my other page. I think it looks a lot better like this, which I did complete all of these, including his group cards, his unit cards, sorry. And I also completed his postcards actually, including the group. And then we have some non-album stuff. To be honest, I'm not really that particular looking for Super M stuff, but I do have a few, like these concert cards for example. And then I have a ton more non-album things. So, and I'm still waiting for 3. I don't know where they are or if they ever get here, but yeah. And then we have actually an 87 set, which I really wanted to keep, and I think it looks amazing. And some bigger, like, standees. And that's it for my NCT Super M binder. Next binder is gonna be my boy groups. Alright, in this binder are quite a lot of groups actually. I don't really remember what changed since I last filmed the video, but we'll go through and see. So first off, I put my 2 younger fan sign slots in the front. And yeah, then we're starting with Gravity. I only collect Ellen. I have been for the whole time actually. And I'm done with his collection. I have all of his photo cards. And then I have like 2 other cards that weren't really album cards. Like technically this is one, but it didn't fit with that. So I put it here with the like K-Ton for You pre-order. And then this is the ID from their third mini album, sorry. These sleeves are for a new collection I'm planning. I'm not gonna tell you which one it is, but I do have like 4 sleeves here, so they have quite a few cards. Next group is Kingdom. They are for sure a new addition since I last filmed an update. I'm collecting my top 3. I'm collecting Dan, Moojin, and Arthur. I would say Moojin is my bias, so yeah. For their first mini, they only had 1 card, so I collected Mixstar version 1 and 2 to fill up the page, and I think it looks awesome. Next is Pentagon, and you guys, I can't tell you how happy I am. I found this last Demo 1 card, which I've been looking for like over a year at this point. I'm just so happy about it, I'm not gonna lie. I probably will sell this Jino, honestly, because I don't have space for it, but I'm so happy I finally found it. Like, I was getting so desperate, honestly, I finally found it. I'm so happy. So yeah, I'm actually done with my Pentagon collection with that, because I do have all of his other cards. The only cards I'm still waiting for, apart from the Demo 1 card, is the, what do you call that? These, I forgot the name of the album. Love or Take? I think. Love or Take. I do only have 1 here, but the other 5 are on the way to me actually. So yeah, once that arrives and the Demo 1 card, I'm actually completely done with my Pentagon collection. So I'm super happy about it. Next is SF9, and I finally completed it, like in my last photo cards video as well. So I do have all of his cards. I did rearrange a lot compared to the last video, I think, but I like it a lot more compared to the last video I did, to be honest. I'm really happy with the way I arranged it, and I think it looks awesome. This is the only page I don't really like, but since I didn't have a comeback yet, there's no new cards to store, and I just didn't want to have like 3 cards and then like nothing, so I kept the fillers. But for the other like comebacks, I took them all out, as you can see. Switched back to white sleeves. Yeah, next group, Stray Kids. I don't know if I had them in here last, like starting my last update video, but I am collecting Mino. Starting from Mido onwards, so before that I'm not collecting him, and I'm pretty happy with my decision. And I'm actually done with his cards. I do have all of his cards, so I'm just waiting for a comeback basically. Yeah, that's it for his collection. Then we have the boys. I'm collecting New, Q and Eric, and I did a photocard video here of me collecting or finishing their collection until the Stealer, and that's actually still the case, to be honest. So yeah, that's nothing new. That's their own video for that, so if you're interested in that, you can find this on my channel. I did complete all my cards, which is super nice. Okay, and Stealer is where it kind of gets a bit weird. So at first I wanted to only collect Eric, because they have like 15 cards per member, so I did that. And then I really love News cards, so I went ahead and just collected his as well. I'm still missing 3, which I didn't look for yet, to be honest. And I don't have any Q cards, and I don't know if I want to go back and collect them. So I may just say I'm going to be collecting my top 2, which are actually Eric and New for this comeback. And next comeback they have, hopefully with less cards, I'm going to be collecting top 3 again. But I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll just go and search for Q's cards. But yeah, I haven't decided yet. But I did complete Eric already, and for New, as I mentioned, I'm missing 3 cards. And tickets and the like lenties are actually done for both. So yeah. And then I have some more cards. This is from the ready version, which I'm not collecting. And these are the fan sign cards, and I had to get them because of the little fluff ball. I'm in love with these cards. And this is a fan sign card I found for like super cheap, so I couldn't resist. And just added it to make like a 5 pattern, and I think it looks awesome. And that is actually it for the boys. We have Treasure. And there's a change for sure here. For one, I'm not collecting Jungkook anymore. But yeah, I dropped Jungkook, but I've decided to keep all of his cards up until the point where I decided to drop, if that makes sense. So I have all of his cards for their first 3 minis, and then for Treasure Effect, I dropped him and only collected my top 2, which are Hyunsuk and Yadam. And I'm pretty happy with my decision, to be honest. Like, I was pretty stressed out about the collection, because Jungkook, if you are not a treasure collector, he is like a ton more expensive and harder to find than the other members. So yeah, at this point I was just kind of over it. I'm not done with Treasure Effect yet. I do have all of them on the way, but they are not here yet. So I guess technically I'm done, but I don't have them all here yet. And for the like first press, I've actually decided to keep collecting Jungkook, so like my top 3, because those cards are easy to find, and I have fun collecting them. So I am going to keep collecting my top 3 for those. And then I have like a random pre-order benefit here, which I probably should sell because I'm not collecting them. But that's it. Next group I have is TXT. They're actually also super bad to collect, or like super hard. I am only collecting Subin. And I'm waiting for the cards from their last comeback, Freeze. I do have all cards on the way to me, so I basically am just waiting for them to get here, and then I'm going to like do a new page for them. But this is what I have for now. I completed all of their cards up until their latest release, including like these bigger inclusions. Okay, and last group I have in here is Victon. I'm collecting Sejun, have been for like forever, I feel like. I do have all of his cards completed, apart from, and that is important, okay, what I wanted to mention is this comeback. So I have decided I won't be collecting his cards from Voice to the Future. I'm not the biggest fan of the cards, and they were like super difficult to find. So for me personally, I made the decision to just collect like these sets in a group instead of his solo cards. And I'm super happy with my decision, to be honest. I don't regret it at all. And yeah, I do have the like set which I like more, like the sweater set in the front. And then the like outfit, suit, whatever you want to call it, one is on the back. And then I have some non-album stuff. And that is actually it for this binder. I'm going to grab my girl group binder now. Alright, here we have my girl group binder. I actually recently added 1 group, and I will be adding 1 more group in the future. I actually already bought the cards for them, but they aren't here yet. So let's start. So nothing changed for the like front thing. I'm still collecting Dreamcatcher, but I actually cut back a bit. So for one, I've decided I won't be collecting her earlier cards. And the second rule I set for myself is that I will be collecting the limited cards only if I really like them. Because for like this album, I love the limited cards. I think the like selfies were limited, right? I'm pretty sure. Or like at least a few of them were limited, and I loved them. And then for the recent release, they also had like 3 limited cards. And to be honest, I really hate the limited cards. I think they look, I don't know, I don't think they look that great. And for the prices people were selling them for, I didn't want to buy them. So I made the rule for myself. If I like the limiteds, I'm going to be searching for them and buying them. If I don't like them, I just won't bother with them. And I think personally, that's a huge like progress I made in my decisions to collect. That I like don't have to complete something if I don't want to. I feel like that's a pretty good mindset, and I'm happy I like finally came around to it. So yeah, for me, my collection is done for Dreamcatcher because I do have all 5 album cards. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe in the future I'll change it again, but for now I'm pretty happy with it. Next is Mamamoo, and the only cards I don't have are for their newest release, which was just a recent release, so I don't have them. But I did get all of her other cards. I'm collecting from Melted onwards. And I do actually have all of her cards from Melted onwards. So we have those. And this, as you can see, I rearranged a lot, and I'm really happy with how my collection is looking now, so I'm happy. And then we have the latest cards I have as of now, that is for travel. Then I have postcards from their Black, Reality and Black albums. And I have my little Moonbyul collection. She's the only one I collect other cards for, so like other solo cards. And I do have 8 of her cards for her first mini or like her first kino. I won't be collecting the other 4, I'm happy with just having these. And then for Dark Side of the Moon, I have all of her album cards, as well as the bookmark and the like pre-order postcard, I guess. And her other postcards as well, actually her bigger ones. And then these are all of her kino cards for the repackage of Moon. I do have all of them. And that's actually it. For Twice, I'm still collecting Chewy, but yeah, I do have... Jeez. I have these cards. I have all of her collection done, apart from like the release that just dropped. So obviously I don't have that yet, but apart from that I'm done. So I have all of her cards. I've also been thinking about rearranging because I saw a pretty good layout from someone on YouTube. So I may look how I feel about it, and once I've decided I'll change it, but we'll see. And that's it, and I did already prepare a sleeve. They only have 5 cards this time, so this will be enough. And I don't really collect her bigger inclusions, but I did get these in like sets. So I have like the coaster and the bigger photo card. And then I do have a few pre-orders. I don't collect them, but if I got them in like sets, I've just kept them, to be honest. And this is my newest addition to my girl group binder, and it is weekly. I'm going to be collecting Monday. I really like their concept, and I think they're absolutely adorable. I don't have any of her cards yet though. I did already prepare my layout, so I know how I want to store it, but I don't have like anything here yet to store anything. So yeah, and last thing we have is miscellaneous, like groups and solo stuff. And yeah, mainly I put groups in here that I stopped collecting, and I usually keep like one photo card to kind of have a reminder of what I collected, I feel like, at one point. So should I go through? I'm going to go through quickly. We have one team. We have Wonder 9, AB6, Ace, DKB, Monster X, New East, Red Velvet, TOO, VAV. I actually have 2 of their cards, and Very Very. And yeah, that's it for this binder. I have one big one and then 2 small ones left, and then we're done. Alright, this binder I usually just show my collection videos. I never store stuff in there in the videos, I feel like. And the only thing I actually have in here is bigger inclusions that I don't store in my other binders. So starting from 8 pockets on, I have my BTS Deluxe Edition photo cards here, and my Lightstick and tour cards. Then we have Astro. We have from their like photo book, their second photo book, the bookmarks. We have Gravity, and we have these BTS Jungkook things. Then we have One Team postcards, more stuff from Astro's photo book, and all of my bigger BTS like group and Jungkook photo cards, as well as non-album Jungkook things that I used to collect that I didn't get rid of yet. Then we have Gravity, some more Polaroids from their album releases, and my Pentagon bigger cards, as well as my bigger cards for 17. I do have a ton of 17 cards. TOO, NCT circle cards, and TOO circle cards, and more 17. This binder is kind of a mess, sorry, but that's just how I store it. And then my SF9 cards, my bigger inclusions. Treasure and Victon. If you're wondering how I store it, so I go from most pocket to least pockets. So I start with 8 pockets, then I go to 6 pockets and 4 pockets. Now I go to 3 pockets, and in the like pocket amount, I store it after alphabet, or at least I try to. And in this case, we're starting with B, so BTS, and actually the only group with like 3 pocket things. Then 2 pockets, I'm starting with Astro, so obviously we have those. Then we have Gravity, Everglow, Pentagon, and OneUs, 17, SF9, The Boys, and TXT, and Victon. Yeah, and then we come to 1 pocket. We have more Astro stuff from the photo book project, which I did join. We have the rest of the members for the the 80s DVD. I didn't put the season screening stuff in here because it was getting too fat. I've actually been thinking about taking these out, but I didn't do it yet. But I do have the other members. Then my stuff from the BTS concert I was at, the Love Yourself tour, and my ticket. This D-Crunch poster, which I got in their Mixta project. This Pentagon Hui photocard from Demo 2, and some The Boys postcards. Yeah, the rest here is all freebies that I keep to, or these actually not freebies, but these are freebies for when I like sell cards and want to put freebies in. And these are OneUs cards that I used to have in my collection, but since I'm not collecting non-album stuff, I've decided to put them out. And yeah, I do have a random Jungkook here as well. And this is my trade-in sale for bigger inclusions. My smaller ones I took out, but the bigger ones don't fit in a new binder. I put the smaller ones in, so they are just staying here. We have some BTS, some KNK, SF9, I have a ton. I'm not selling this OneUs, but this I'm selling, as well as the TOO card and this Spectrum poster. And then we have, yeah, this one Day 6 like pre-order benefit that I got, even though I never got the album, so I don't know why I got that. But yeah, that's it actually, and we're going over onto my small binders because those are the only ones left. Alright, so we're on my second to last binder. This is my 17 collection binder. There's only 17 in here because I recently added a second member to my collection, and I think it looks awesome, honestly, the way this is stored. Okay, so you may see a picture like pop up right about now because this reflects so much. Sadly, we'll see. But yeah, first off we have my cards. I actually completed my 17 collection. I recently added Vernon to it. He's my second favorite member, and I'm really happy I did, to be honest. He's also pretty easy to collect, so even better for me. We have Boys B first, which is done. Then we have AL1. Oh no, wait, that's not AL1, that's Adjunice. Should I zoom in a bit more? I feel like this is a bit better. Then we have Going 17, which I'm technically looking for something to fill the space here, so I'm looking for like units. But to be honest, I didn't look yet for them, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, that's for now empty. Then we have AL1, which is done, including the units, even though I would like the hip-hop unit instead of the vocal unit. Then I'm actually super happy I completed Teenage, because that's a pain to collect for anybody who collects 17. They do know that. It's absolutely horrendous. But yeah, I was able to find all of the cards, thankfully. We have Director's Cut, which is finally done, including Lenties and the like crew card, I guess you can call them. We have You Make My Day. I always have one version on one page, so like the border and the logo. I think it looks awesome. So we have the meat version, Follow, and I forgot the word, Set the Sun Right. Pretty sure that's the word. Then we have You Made My Dawn. We have Before Dawn. We have Dawn. And we have Eternal Sunshine. And then I did a double spread for like a note because there was 8 cards in total, and I think it looks awesome. So we have Begin. Oh, you can't really see it because of the light. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold it like that. We have Begin. Poet, Hope, Truth, and Real. And I don't really collect the circle cards. I do have all of Hoshi's though, so I just decided to put them in. And then we have Hengade, which is one version per page basically. So we have Hana, De, Set, and Net. And that's actually it for those. Last album they released as of now is Semicolon. And I do have also have that completed, so album cards are done. I'm super happy. And yeah, that's the only non-album stuff I have. It's basically like tour cards. One is from the We Make You tour in Japan, and these I don't even remember. Does it say? Oh yeah, it's the Japan Dome Tour 2020. Yeah, and that's actually it for this binder, and we're going over onto my very last one. Alright, this is my last binder. It's pretty tiny actually. Okay, I think like that it works better. In here are all groups that I don't collect, but that I have like cards for that I don't want to sell basically. Or there are things for a group that I do usually collect, but I don't collect the stuff that I keep in here. You'll see what I mean in a second. And also my trade sale section is in here. I forgot to say that. So we are starting off with my ace cards. First off, I have the photo book project cards from the Europe tour. I do have all members. And I have a ton of cards, or like not a ton, but it's quite a lot, like 6 cards, right? Yeah, 6 cards for Adventures in Wonderland, which is out of print. And I actually have like 5 out of 6 for June, which is pretty nice, to be fair. Then we have, this is what I meant, I don't collect non-album Astro stuff, but I don't want to sell it either. So I keep it in here, separated from my normal collection. So I do have all of these cards for MJ that I don't actually collect, but I do have them, so I don't want to get rid of them either as of now. So I just keep them. I don't even know why I keep that so far to the left. Then I have my BTS Jungkook collection. He was my first ever ult, so I can't get myself to sell the cards, so I'm just keeping them. You already saw the bigger inclusions in the black binder, but his smaller cards I just decided to put here, and it looks actually amazing with the 4 layout. Yeah, that's the last comeback I collected, and after that I stopped collecting him. Yeah, and then we have some more BTS cards. And then I recently dropped my VI collection. I was not feeling it anymore, to be honest, and the amount of cards they had was absolutely ridiculous. So I just decided, okay, I'm going to keep his cards, but I won't be like collecting him any further. And so I took him out and put him in here, and I'm happy with my decision. And it's only 2 like pages, so it's not really that bad. This is the start of my trade and sale section. So if you see any card starting here that you are interested in, I will 100% be willing to trade or sale. You can see on my Instagram profile what I'm still like looking for, so if you want to like just check it out, I'm going to link it in the description box. So we have some One Team, AB6. I try to keep it in alphabetical order for those who are wondering. Then Astro, 80s, BTS, D-Crunch. I have a ton of D-Crunch. If you're a D-Crunch fan, I have a lot. DKB, Everglow, one Lonely Kingdom card, K&K or Kanakan, NCT, which I didn't put them up for sale yet, but since I finished my collections, I'm going to be putting them up for sale. New East, Red Velvet, and 17, TOO, Spectrum, and Treasure, and that's actually it. So if you saw anything like starting from here that you want, please message me. I'm really looking for someone who wants to give them a new home and adopt them. And that's also actually my full collection. I hope this video is not too long, but yeah, thanks for sticking to it. If you watched until here, I hope you enjoyed it and hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.